today we're going to be giving you some great tips because we're now transitioning, we hope, from summer into fall and winter. And there are things that you need to be thinking about doing to prepare your homes and your surroundings for the change of the seasons. And especially if you do it right, you can save some money on your power bills. And we are so lucky to have with us today Michael Jordan from Alabama Power. And Michael, I'm going to turn it over to you and you just tell us. I'm going to turn it over.
Dangerous.
Turn it over. Help our audience with things that they can do to prepare their home and their surrounding for winter and fall.
Well, first of all, thank you both.
Oh, you're very welcome.
This conversation is timely any time of the year, but especially when we transition seasons.
Yes.
There are some things that we were doing in the summertime that we should think about differently as we go into the wintertime. And as you mentioned, every small thing saves.
It does.
Saves money, and some of those savings can be substantial. So I'd like to start with the really, really simple things,
okay,
and then we can transition to some of the more in-depth activities. But number one, take a second and walk around the home. Walk around, take a look at your windows. Are they sealing properly? Are the doors closing properly? Because when we get to those winter months, we're losing a lot of our heat through window seals that aren't quite as what they should be, or doors that haven't closed or aren't closing as firmly as they should. Just take inventory of what your home, what needs exist around your home. And a lot of those could be just a quick tube of caulk, maybe another weather seal, and you've saved significant amounts of money. Second would be just go upstairs in the attic if you've got ductwork, and make sure that your ductwork is still connected to the trunk. We hear examples every year where if someone's like me, they may push stuff up in the attic, and unknowingly we've pushed maybe ductwork away from the trunk. So make sure that everything is still connected properly. You may have an extremely well cooled or heated attic, but you want that cooling and heating where it's in living spaces. So those are just things that anyone can do just to be observant. Every one of those have significant financial savings. Escalating a little bit, ceiling fans. We talk about the value of ceiling fans in the summer. In the summertime, you want the ceiling fans rotating counterclockwise. In the wintertime, you want that ceiling fan rotating clockwise. And the reason a lot of the heat rises to the ceiling, that clockwise rotation of the ceiling fan is going to push that warm air down and have more of an even heat throughout the entire room. It feels better. It saves because the more you're heating that entire room, the less drafty it feels, the less cool it feels. Thermostats. This is always a tricky subject.
This is a good topic because it's controversial. I hear different things about the temperature setting.
Well, Alabama Power would recommend in the wintertime a setting of 68. And now that may be too cool for some people. What we would recommend is find the thermostat setting that is most comfortable to you. If that's 70, if that's 72, and leave it alone.
Yeah, don't be playing with it.
Yeah, because a lot of people, there's a lot of controversy over that.
Yes.
So we recommend 68, but I think the key takeaway is try to avoid those days where I'm going to run the thermostat up to 75 and then I'm going to drop it back down to 65, and it's back and forth, and that stresses the system, but it's also a huge energy drain for your home. Hot water heaters during the wintertime. We're not thinking about the heat loss from the hot water heater. A lot of times just wrapping that with a very inexpensive insulation blanket can save 25 to 30%.
Wow.
And
that's a lot.
That is a lot, especially when you consider that the amount of your water heating bill can be a substantial portion of your electricity costs for the month. So we think about changing filters. This is a really good time, even though monthly, some filters don't have to be changed, but every couple of months, every 3 months. Going into the fall, changing filters, making sure that if you've got bulbs, replacing those with the more energy efficient LED bulbs, rotating your fans differently, Making sure that your fireplace is ready for the winter months
Yes.
ahead. Make sure, probably during the summertime, you close the flue.
Right.
To make sure that your air conditioned air did not escape up the fireplace. Well, this is a good time of year to make sure that your fireplace is in good working order. Small things add up, and sometimes those small things mean significant savings on your energy.
Oh, yes.
Energy bill every year.
We grew up with always, I remember my dad in the summertime, close those curtains, you know, we don't get that
absolutely.
sun coming in. Well, and just exactly the opposite for the
Exactly the
winter.
opposite.
That
Let it
heat,
in.
that heat from that
Yes,
sun is
that's right.
amazing. So,
Yep.
you know, open those curtains and take
Absolutely.
advantage of the solar heat.
You know, and
So-
actually in the wintertime, it's more healthy to sleep in a cooler room.
Yeah.
You'll sleep better.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you think you're gonna get cold, they've had this wonderful thing called a blanket.
That's right.
Put up another
Layer.
blanket. Yeah.
That's right. So
Yes.
electric blankets are a great tool.
Um,
Getting that
Right.
natural
Natural.
radiating heat from the
Yes.
sun and during the wintertime is a great idea. Every one of those, and I call them observant or lifestyle changes, can save significant amounts
Yes.
of money.
And they're common sense things that really don't cost us anything
That's right.
to do. Well, Michael, thank you so much.
Sure.
And
No,
we
thank
shall
you.
all look forward to a little lower power bill, maybe. We'll all get together and make everything better.
That's right.
And thanks so much for being with us, and we'll be right back.